No matter how hard we try to avoid accidents or insurance scams, we can't control the actions of others, whether it's another driver making a reckless move or a pedestrian suddenly stepping into traffic. In just a split second, a normal drive can turn into a serious problem, and without evidence, the truth can easily be twisted. That's why a dashcam is no longer just a gadget, but a vital tool that protects you by showing exactly what really happened. Today we will install an integrated dashcam from Mangoal on this 2018 Volkswagen Polo. We are talking about a system specifically designed for this model, which integrates perfectly into the original rear view mirror housing, maintaining the OEM appearance of the interior and eliminating visible wires. Next, I will show you the entire installation process step by step, from unboxing to app configuration and testing the camera in traffic. This is the box of the dashcam that we will install on this Volkswagen Polo. The camera is available on Mangoal's website, and you can find it very easily either by selecting the year, make and model of the vehicle or by using the search bar. As I previously mentioned, we will install an integrated camera compatible with Volkswagen Polo models manufactured between 2018 and 2024. Once you search for it, you have the option to select Model A or Model B of the dashcam, and it is important to choose the one compatible with your vehicle's mirror housing. If you are not sure about compatibility, you can send Mangoal a few photos of your mirror housing and they will recommend the appropriate model. On the product page, you have the possibility to choose between the front 4K camera version and the front 4K plus 2K rear version. In our case, the customer chose the front-only 4K version with 64GB storage and the black housing in order to maintain the original appearance of the interior. Keep in mind that if you think you might want the rear camera in the future, it is recommended to choose the front plus rear version from the beginning, because it cannot be connected to the simple front 4K version. Because I have collaborated with Mangoal in the past, I received a 10% discount code for you. The code is DIY Workshop. Just enter it and click apply. It is valid for all products on the website. With that being said, let's see what is inside the box. Once we open the box, we find a quick start guide and a troubleshooting guide, which I personally did not need because I did not encounter any problems with the app. Next, in a Ziploc bag, we find 2 zip ties and the instruction manual. It is very detailed, but I do not think we will need it because I will show you step by step both the camera installation process and how to use the app. In another Ziploc bag, we find a plastic trim removal tool useful for removing trim pieces without damaging the vehicle's interior, the Y-type adapter that we will use to power the camera from the rain sensor. These are the adapter connectors that we will use during the installation, as well as the 64GB microSD card intended for storing recordings. Packed separately is the dashcam itself. On one side we can see the microSD card slot. On the front we have the lens protected by a film to prevent possible scratches during installation, and on the other side there are no visible elements. On the bottom there are 3 openings, one for the microphone, one for the status LED and one for the reset button. Also located here are 2 buttons for quick snapshots and start-stop recording. Inside the housing there's the camera power cable and the cable intended for the GPS module, which we will not install. We also have another Ziploc bag containing the GPS module, accompanied by its own instruction manual. If you choose to install it, it will add GPS coordinates to the timestamp of the recordings made by the camera. We will not install it because it should be mounted on the dashboard and the owner wants to keep the interior as clean as possible. That was the content of the box, so let's move on to the actual installation on the vehicle. This is the rear view mirror housing, in place of which we will install the dashcam. But before we start removing it, let's take a look at the new housing. We can see that it is practically identical to the original vehicle housing, maintaining both the shape and the mounting systems. This is the clipping system of the lower cover, identical to that of the original housing. Now we return to removing the rear view mirror housing. Using a trim removal tool, we start by removing the lower cover. After that, we also remove the upper housing cover. We insert the trim removal tool into the upper part of it and apply slight outward force to release the retaining clips. Once unclipped, the cover can be easily removed to gain access to the wiring and the rain sensor. Before continuing, I will cut the cable of the GPS module because the owner does not want it. Now that we have access to the rain sensor, using the trim removal tool, we disconnect the original connector from its port. After that, we take the Y-type adapter and connect the vehicle's original connector into the dedicated port of the adapter. Then we connect the Y-adapter connector into the rain sensor port so that it retains its original functionality. All that remains is to connect the Dashcam power connector to the dedicated port on the Y-adapter, and with that all connections are completed. Now we take the housing that contains the Dashcam and install it in its final position. After that, I hide the excess cable under the headliner for an easier installation. Now all that remains is to reinstall the upper rear view mirror housing cover, and the Dashcam installation is complete. Now let me show you how the app works. Obviously, the first step is installing the SkyCam app. After opening the app, make sure that Wi-Fi and location are enabled. Then connect the Dashcam's Wi-Fi network. The default password is 123456778. Once connected, all that remains is to grant the permissions requested by the app. After completing the setup, we arrive at the main menu where we find the Start/Stop Recording button and the Capture button. Below the live view image, we also find the microphone Enable/Disable button, useful if you do not want conversations inside the vehicle to be recorded. From this section, you can also access full screen mode for a clearer image view. In the lower left corner, we find the File Log section where all recordings made by the camera are stored. Here you will also find the folder dedicated to screenshots, the images automatically locked by the application following an impact, as well as the folder for recordings made in parking mode if you choose to power the camera through a hardware kit connected to the fuse panel. Mangoal also sells these kits. In the menu located in the lower right corner, we have access to the camera settings, where you can modify recording resolution, clip duration, impact sensitivity, and many other options. The rest of the settings are intuitive and easy to configure, so we will not go into too much detail. Instead, let me show you a few videos recording with this camera so you can see exactly what the image quality looks like. As you've seen throughout the installation process, one of the biggest advantages of this system is its OEM appearance, the camera integrating perfectly into the original rearview mirror housing without visible wires or unattractive modifications. In addition, the installation is much simpler compared to a universal camera because the power is supplied directly from the rain sensor without the need to access the fuse panel or run cables throughout the vehicle interior. The final result is a discreet, clean system, and in my opinion, one that is worth its price. If you appreciate the work that went into making this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment section.